Hello, my fellow combatants. Spaceman Jew here, back at you with another video. So, on today's episode of the problems with the rubbish Combat 1, I'm going to talk about the corporate greed, right? Now, I'm not talking about NetherRealm Studios in particular, right? I'm going to talk about them a little bit, but we're going to talk about the corporate greed. And who owns NetherRealm Studios? Warner Bros., right? And Warner Bros. Had a merger with Discovery or AT&T or something like that. It's something, right? So we're talking about the corporate part. Now, I've heard that Warner Bros. Is supposed to be going bankrupt or losing a lot of money, something like that. I've heard that through the grapevine. I've seen it on a few Reddit posts and Discords and things like that. So I've seen it one too many times for this not to be maybe true, you know? Like, I mean, on the internet, you're supposed to take it with just a grain of salt, but I've seen this everywhere. So I'm slightly going to believe, like, yeah, maybe Warner Bros. Is probably losing a little money. So what I want to talk about in terms of corporate greed is, well, maybe this game was supposed to be released in September. Maybe because the Warner Bros. Needs money, WB needed the money, they forced NetherRealm Studios to release this game early in an unfinished state, right? This game is about like what, 60-70% complete. I'm gonna be generous and say this game is 70% complete. It's playable, right? It works. Like, you can play this game. And that's all the executives, the corporate cared about. Get this game into a worker state so you can sell it so we can make money, right? And that's essentially what they did. And you can kind of tell that that's exactly what they did. Like, it's so blatant, right? When we go to the store, it's just littered with microtransactions, right? And these microtransactions, premium currency, you can't get this anywhere else in the game. It's not like MK11 or a game with another game with or any other game with microtransactions where you can get the premium currency, in a different way. Here they're not going to boost that Hellfire Scorpion is worth the 600 dragon crystals for sure. This is definitely, if you didn't get the if you didn't compete during season 1 and you didn't get your rank reward, this is worth the 600 gems. I'm not going to lie to you. The 600 dragon crystals, for sure. But a lot of this stuff isn't really worth, all of this money. You can just tell, man. It's just corporate greed, right? Like, best of season 2 Feminine Fatale. Like, come on, the season 2 palettes were not that good to me, to be honest. This stuff right here, the stuff with the stars is exclusive to the premium shop, but the rest of the stuff we could get elsewhere in the game. But there's no other way to get the premium currency, the dragon crystals, outside of paying with them with real money. Right now, you can go to the character mastery as you master up the characters and cameos. You get like 100 dragon crystals, but you only get so many of that. And if you have already leveled up all the characters and cameos, guess what? You're shut out of luck. You're not getting any more dragon crystals. The game isn't giving you any. You got, unless you buy them with money. And not only that, so when it comes to the microtransactions and just how the game has launched, it's launched completely unfinished. The certain thing, like we're just now getting crossplay, right? It's January 31st today, and crossplay comes sometime in February 24th or something like that. This is ridiculous. Like, basic features and basic things, right? Maybe there were going to be more modes, right? When MK11 launched, we didn't have Combat League, but we had ranked, right? We had ranked. What is this Warrior Shrine? Sorry about that, guys. That little controller died. But so yeah, it's it's crazy. Okay, so the Warrior Shrine is nothing. It's probably going to be nothing but a glorified, regular shrine. That's all it's going to be, right? Why wouldn't it? Why would we expect for this to be anything else, right? But like I said, MK11. It didn't have combat league, but at least it had ranked. It had a whole bunch of different modes and things that you could do, and not just the different modes, but I mean like, damn, like you could unlock a different character, the character skins, the gear pieces, and things like that. So it was a lot of different things for you to do. In this game, what is there for you to just invasions, right? Now they probably are going to add different modes, more modes, right? But like who honestly who honestly really knows what they're going to add to this game at this point? I don't think the community cares. They're like, whatever. Nobody's hyped for Peacemaker. Nobody's hyped for the next cameo. Like, nobody's hyped at all for any of these things for this game anymore, because this is what happens. Nothing wrong, got the money. And not only that, the corporate, they got all the money. And not only that, do you know how much money we paid for this game? I paid $110 for this game so I can get it 5 days early. And the game is garbage. I know a guy who got the Liu Kang statue. That guy paid, like, that's a car note worth. Like, literally, that's $250, $300. That's a car note. That's car insurance right there. Like, are you serious? That's that person's hard-earned money, and they wasted it on this. I have never had buyer's remorse, and I have it with this game because I feel cheated because of corporate greed. Corporate greed has allowed NRS to release this game in such a terrible state, in an unfinished state. I mean, this is just complete rubbish. This isn't trash. This is rubbish. It's worse than rubbish. Is worse than trash, in my opinion. And the ones who are hurting is not the company, because the company made their money. They got the money. The consumer are the ones that's hurting. Us, me, right? The casual the fan base, and not even just the fan base, but the casuals as well. They spent their hard-earned $70, which is stupid. Raise the price on video games $10 when we're going to have DLC and all this extra bullshit that we're going to have to pay for later down the fucking line of the game's lifespan, right? And then have this premium edition, the collector's edition, that we all put our hard-earned money towards, pay for this game, and it's absolute trash. It's garbage. Like, the game is pretty, but it's unfinished, it's incomplete, it doesn't work right half the time, so many issues, and it's because of corporate greed. If the corporation wasn't greedy, if the Warner Bros. Was not greedy, they wasn't going through, the problems and things like that, maybe this game could have been released in a better state, right? So now hopefully Warner Bros. Learned from their mistakes. They probably won't, because corporate greed just cares about that it cares about the green. That's it. That's the only thing they care about is green. They don't care about nothing else. They don't care about black and white. They care about green. If it ain't got nothing to do with green, they don't care for it. And you can see it. And like I said, the consumer is the ones that are hurting. Some of us had to work probably, some of us had to probably pick up extra shifts at work. I mean, to the ones who paid for the Liu Kang statue, Lord knows what they had to do to get the extra money to pay for the game. Because in this economy, people are literally picking between gas, food, and bills, bro. Like, fuck all the miscellaneous spending, all the bullshit spending. We trying to pick between surviving. We try to pick, are we gonna pay the, are we gonna be able to heat our homes this winter, or we gonna want to eat this winter? That's what we gotta pick between. And instead, we decided to put our money towards this rubbish trash of a game. How many of us had to pick up extra shifts? How many of us had to stay later at work or work more overtime just to have the frivolous money to pay for this game? And Warner Bros. Doesn't care about that. Neither does probably NRS, right? They care to a certain extent, but they can only, NRS can only do so much. Now I've gotten to the NRS part of the video. I'm gonna be honest. Ed Boon, this is directly towards him, he should have grabbed his balls and said, look, we are not releasing this game like this. Mortal Kombat is my child. This is my baby. I've been doing this way long before Mortal Kombat was ever under the WB banner. So, suck my balls. I'm not releasing this game like this. I will release this game when it is at least 80 to 90% complete. Almost finished. That's when. If the game was 90% complete and they released it, we probably wouldn't be saying all these things right now. But the fact that the game is 70, 60% complete, we spent over $100 for this game. God knows what people had to do to get the extra bullshit money, the frivolous money to pay for this game. Who knows what people had to do? Shit, somebody probably had to go rob a baby at a goddamn at the candy store. Who knows, bro? I could picture somebody doing that, robbing some little kid at Walmart or Target for $5 just so they could have the extra money to pay for this damn game. Because that's how crazy the economy is. I wouldn't put it past nobody to do something like that, man. Literally. So NRS, the team together should have came together as a collective and said, no, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. That's exactly what they should have said. And Ed Boon, being the leader, should have said the same thing. But no, we could tell that the guy is being walked on. I'm sorry. Ed Boon is being walked all over at NRS, man. They're destroying his characters, his legacy, his game. And John, this is part of John Tobias' legacy as well, because he created a lot of the lore. The mythology came from John Tobias. And even though John Tobias, he left the company a long time ago, back during the Midway days, they were kind of like, he made another game for another company, and Midway seen that as, yeah, bro, fuck you, you're out of here. So ever since then, John Tobias has not been back. But he is credited with all of this. All of these characters, like the dude was, most of these characters were created when he was with the company. So, with all of that said, as you could tell that the people that are at NRS and the people at WB are killing this game. It's somebody in the inside that is killing this game because multiverses, really? Y'all see some stuff on the movies from Marvel. Oh, we have to do multiverse. Everybody's doing a damn multiverse. First, it was cinematic universes. Now it's multiverses. So that's what everybody's going to be doing now. So trash. The corporate greed. This is what happens when the corporate takes over a product. It becomes garbage. Now, sometimes it can become good, especially if the corporate says, hey, look, we're going to be there to support you. We're going to give you money, extra money if you need it, not too much extra money. We're going to be here to support you. We ain't going to be putting our nose into stuff and, oh, you should do this, do that. No. When corporate comes in and try to direct things, this is what happens. The corporate only cares about making money. And what they believe is going to make money, they look at the trends. And the trend statistics say, okay, this is going to make money. But that's not what the player base wants. That's not what the fan base wants. The fan base wants a good game. And did we get a good game? No, we got an unfinished, incomplete trash of a game. So many problems, so many things that needed to be added. It's just bare bones, it's scraps. This is like worse. This is less than what you would give your dog. Seriously. People give their dogs more scraps than what we as an MK community have been getting for NRS and WB. And then when they do give us anything, the community rejoices because we are starved. Like, we're not just starving. Like, you can see, like, you can see our rib cage. Like, this is slavery times. No, bro, we are, like, on the brink of death. Like, on the brink of death over here in this community. And it's ridiculous how we just, oh my goodness, right? That's crazy. The corporate greed is starving us. The corporate people are starving us. I mean, like, bro, we are dying over here. We are literally dying, hanging on by thread. A thread that's barely that's barely hanging together. Barely. We're on eggshells. I mean, the ice is so thin over here, dude. Literally. This community could be on its way to seriously dying. So that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. There's a lot of problems, and we can't just fault NRS. I'm going to fault the corporate greed and NRS, WB, Discovery, AT&T, however that whole thing, all that stuff, I'm blaming all of it, including NRS, because NRS can definitely be like, hey, let's grab our ball sack and tell these guys, no, we're not releasing our game like this. But lo and behold, this is what we got. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment on this video, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can get notified from when I do upload new videos. And as always, most importantly, peace.